Hi guys, what's up? So I am currently 37 weeks pregnant, and you guys can see my belly is humongous. But I just wanted to, I've been wanting to do this for a while because with Elias I did it in it was a very cool experience, and also I like looking back at it, and it's pretty cool to just see how much my belly grew at the time. But if you guys don't know, I'm talking about the belly casting. I had some left over from Elias pregnancy, but I have no idea what happened to it, so I had to get another one. Now I ordered this one from Amazon. You just have to look up exactly what it says, belly cast kit. Now this one I only paid like $13 for it because I bought it supposed to like an open boxed or slightly used, or somebody that didn't know how to do it, I guess. But we're gonna do this right now. You guys are gonna do it with me because I'm alone right now, and I just rather do it now because I keep pushing it back, and honestly I'll rather just get it done before the baby comes. Okay, so I'm opening the box now. It was sealed from the top. It has like the box broke from here, so they sealed it. But like I said, it gave me the option to buy it from somebody that had used it on Amazon or tried to use it or something. But everything is in the box, and I paid a little bit less, which is fine with me. So this has like 4 rolls of this bandage cloth that is the main point of what you need, I guess. So this is actually what gets hard for the cast, and it comes with this plastic bag that I remember. This is exactly what came with Elias, with the one that I bought for Elias pregnancy. So this thing basically goes on the floor, so you don't make like a mess. This is the jelly that comes in it too, and this jelly is like a lubricant for your belly, so it can easily come off and it's not stuck on your belly. And it has a pair of gloves. So this is basically what you need. And honestly, the next thing is like a bucket of water, or like a cup of water on the side, so you can be wetting this. You'll be wetting this bandage, and that's the bandage that you will put around your belly to shape it, to cover whatever areas you want. So you can do just the belly, you can do the breast, you can do pretty much like your whole chest or whatever. But honestly, I like just doing the belly because I feel like if I do my breast, it's gonna be too much for me. So I'm just going to do the belly, and we'll see how long it actually takes. I don't think it takes that long from what I remember, and then I'll show you guys the final product. Okay, so this is my belly at 37 weeks. Sorry, it's because I record with my phone, but this is it. So I decided to really capture my 37-week belly before it's too late, because this baby is already taking all the room inside of me. And as you can see, I did get stretch marks like all around here and stuff. Hopefully I don't get any more, but if I do, oh well, part of pregnancy. But we'll see how everything turns out. So I actually wanted to show you guys Elias, the one that we did with Elias. This is Elias' room, by the way. It's not fully clean. You know, it's a kid's room. But I wanted to show you guys the belly cast we did for him. And let me take it to the light so we can actually see the comparison of my belly now and the belly that we did for Elias, which is super cute. Oh, and you guys want to see my professional setup for my camera? Tapatio, it always comes in clutch. So let me show you guys. So that's Elias' belly, right? And this is obviously my belly now. So I believe with Elias we did it like that around this time too, at 37 weeks. But look at my big old belly, and look at this one. It almost fits, which is crazy. It's just that with this one I feel like it's more, no, actually no way it fits, because with Elias this part was right under my breast, so it was like this. So I think the baby dropped or something, but there's a huge difference, like a gap. And as well on the sides, Elias' belly was more round from this side, and with her she's more pointy. So it's funny how that works. But yeah, this is how it will look basically. I had a tiny belly for Elias compared to how I feel now. It's not perfect, to be honest. I feel like we could have done it more smooth, but definitely worth doing. I feel like it's so cool to look back and actually look how your belly was at the time and everything. So I totally recommend doing this. So let me get things set up so we can get started. Okay guys, so this is my setup. Ignore the tapatio, you know that holds my phone. But I went over the instructions and basically just did what they said. And so you need a warm, what's it called? Like plate of water or bucket of water. It says to be a little bit shallow, so I just got a baking tray. But then you cut the strips down. It comes all together like in a row like this, but I cut them in different sizes. And then I opened this one just in case one wasn't enough. I don't remember how many I used last time, but I opened this one, which I'm going to put right there. And then the jelly, and then the plastic just goes around the area where you're gonna work. I'm working in my kitchen, so I am going to try to do this as efficient and as quick as possible. So let's see the results. Okay guys, so the first thing that it says to do is to put this jelly thing on your belly, and then if you have somebody that's doing it for you, awesome. If not, you can do it yourself too. Hopefully we'll find out. Ooh, very slimy. I forgot gloves actually. I don't know where I put them. But anyways, so I'm gonna try to do this myself. Thank God it comes with a lot of them. So if it doesn't work out, then I'll have to wait for my husband or my brother to do it for me. And then while we do this, let me see. I know I'm gonna get really dirty, so I'm probably going to need a shower after this. I'm trying to do this while my son is sleeping. Dinner is ready, thank God. So my only worry right now is my son waking up. But I think he should be fine. He usually naps for like an hour and a half. So then you take the strips. Let me get closer to the water. I think that's enough jelly. So then you take the strip, you wet it. From what I remember actually. You wet it, you extend it. Ooh, it's starting to lose the white stuff. And I'm going to try to start from the bottom since I really can't see much. It's like you're gluing it to your belly or something. I should have gotten a mirror, but I should just find it. And I'm gonna keep grabbing the strips and just doing it as I go. As I'm doing this, I'm probably gonna talk about my third trimester and how it's been going. To be honest, for me, the third trimester is kind of like the hardest when it comes to pregnancy. With my son, it was way different because my first and second trimester were the hardest with my son, for the reason that I did have kidney stones. So I was dealing with that for like a really long time. And what's it called? So I spent a lot of time in the hospital, but with this one, obviously, thank God, it's been a very healthy pregnancy. I haven't had a lot of issues, but you know, it's just little stuff that come up sometimes. Not every pregnancy is the same. So what's it called? With her, my first trimester was kind of hard, in a way that I had very bad morning sickness, but it wasn't morning sickness, it was like all day sickness. You know how a lot of women say that it goes for them too, that it's like all day, kind of like throwing up and not being able to eat much and stuff. So with her, I did have those symptoms, but my second trimester, honestly, it went really smooth. I didn't really, usually the second trimester is the I guess more relaxed, because it's basically just letting your body do its work. Excuse me, to make a human. So I didn't feel as tired. I didn't, it's that stage that your belly is kind of growing, so you just buy new maternity clothes and stuff. So I had a very smooth second trimester. With her, in the first couple of ultrasounds, they had told us that there was something unusual in the ultrasounds from what they noticed. So they did do a lot of like blood work and genetic testing and stuff, because they just saw that the ultrasound was abnormal. But that was like the ultrasound at like 12 weeks. And then I had another ultrasound at 60 weeks, and she looked, I guess, normal, to whatever they consider normal. So they said that they were just gonna follow up. So I had my 20-week appointment, and yeah, everything turned out to be normal, but I did get a little scared because they told me that something was wrong with her brain, that there was like, it wasn't growing, or it should have measured a certain measurement and it wasn't measuring that. But at 20 weeks, I guess, that everything was good. So anyways, no worries after that. So my second trimester, it just went pretty smooth. That's when I was still working at that time. I was working at a retail store, but I was only working like a few hours a day, only like 4 hours. So it wasn't that bad, to be honest, at all. And then my third trimester came, and at that time already I was out of work. I had quit my job already, so I'm technically kind of like working from home. But it's been really smooth so far, kind of like working my own hours when I can. I work with my dad actually. And with this trimester though, it's been really tough when it comes to how I feel, and because the third trimester, honestly, it's so tiring. Like, it's so tiring. It's so exhausting, you know. And from what I remember with Elias, I worked my whole pregnancy, and I didn't feel as I did with this one, or as I do with this one. I'm doing a little better now since it's coming to an end, you know. But with the first couple of weeks starting this trimester, it was kind of hard because I was just always so exhausted, and I've read that that's usually how the third trimester goes. So a lot of women experience exhaustion, and that's what I was experiencing. But then mine just got worse in a way that as soon as I got out of bed, I was already exhausted. And I'm sure it's, you know, some of other pregnant women feel the same way. But what's it called? But with this one, it just didn't feel normal because I was getting really dizzy a lot. I felt like passing out many times, and I felt weak just getting up, lifting up my son. You know, it's just like regular duties, I guess. Mom duties were making me super exhausted, and even when I was driving, I would feel very dizzy. So I stopped kind of like going places by myself and stuff. And so there was a point that my husband did tell me to go to the hospital, and you know, I kept pushing it off because honestly, I've been really bad with my prenatals. I don't usually take them, which is wrong. That's a no-no. So I just thought to myself, like, I'm pretty sure it's the prenatals, the fact that I'm not taking them, the fact that I'm supposed to be taking iron, I'm not taking iron. So it was just, I just kept pushing it off. Anyways, I did end up going to the hospital around 30 weeks, I think it was. And since I went to the hospital, I've been getting iron infusions. So basically, they inject iron directly through an IV because I'm just very low on iron. And I have basically what that is called is anemia. It's really severe anemia. And anemia, it's very common in pregnancy, but if you are like me and you don't take your iron pills or your prenatal pills, then it obviously will get worse, and that's what happened to me. It just got worse to the point that I need iron infusions, and I actually have one coming up in a couple of days, in 2 days actually. And they've been really helping though. Like, I really needed it because my body was just like giving up. I honestly don't know how it's turning out from the bottom. I wish I would have gotten a mirror. So if you're doing this yourself, I recommend a mirror. Put it like right below your belly so you can see how it's turning out from the bottom. I actually need strips in the bottom. So let me force it. I'm actually almost done. It's crazy, like how fast this is going. It's only been 11 minutes since I started. But yeah, so if you don't take your prenatals, you should. Don't be me. Don't let things get worse. Don't let your health get worse, honestly, because you might regret it later. And well, So thank God, she's completely fine. My baby is completely fine, but it's just me. And it can be very dangerous with anemia. It can be very dangerous. But thank God I'm getting treatment for it, and I'm getting better. I feel a lot better, to be honest, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, like I would just get up and I would feel like passing out already. And that's one of the reasons, I guess, why this trimester has been really hard. Because with anemia, if you don't know the like symptoms, it's just exhaustion, headaches, like you're just weak. I don't know how to explain it. Like your body is just so weak, and that's exactly how it felt. But I just kept pushing it to another, like I wouldn't pay attention to it, because I just kept telling myself like, oh, it makes sense, like I'm pregnant, you know. But in reality, the reality is you're not supposed to feel like passing out every time you get up, or not as much as I did, you know. And with a toddler, you know, it can be really hard to be doing stuff, because my son right now, he's very attached to me. I feel like he senses that something is different, you know. So he's always asking me to carry him, and he's always asking me to play with him. Oh my goodness. And sleep with me, and just a lot of things, you know. And it breaks my heart, because sometimes I know that I can't give him as much attention as I want to, because, okay, this is just bad. This one went bad, you saw that? So I'm just leave it there. So I do feel bad about it, to be honest. It's like a really bittersweet, thinking about the fact that he's going to have a sibling, and he might not, or he will not understand where this child came from, you know, and he will not understand why mommy can't play with him for a while. So it's just, I think about it and it makes me sad. But thankfully, my husband, my family and stuff, they've been really helpful, and they give him a lot of attention, and I try to give him as much attention as I want to, as I can. So the third trimester has been just completely exhausting, and it could be because of the fact that I do have anemia. It could be because of the fact that I do have a toddler, you know, who's about to be 2 in 2 weeks, and I'm due in about 2 weeks. So it makes sense why I've been feeling so many feelings. Oh, it's coming off already. So once you feel like it's coming off, that's when you can start like peeling it off, I guess. It comes off by itself. So like right now, like pretty much all of it is out. And I'll show you. Wait. I don't know if it came out good, but it looks like something. Let me see, let me put it right here. Let me try to fix it up. It's because I got a lot of bumps in the bottom. So that's why I do recommend a mirror, you know, if you guys are doing it yourself. But let me see. Oh, there's just a lot of white powder around everywhere. So let me use water to see if I can smoothen this out. And I'm probably gonna cut a little strip from the other one. I had to use some of the second bag of strips because it wasn't enough. It was too thin. I feel like Elias one was thin, so I think we finished that one. But with this one, I wanted it a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna put another one. Since you already got the shape of the belly down, you can just work around it to make it like harden. But yeah, guys, and like if you guys didn't know, I have the same due date as I did with Leah. But I hope she doesn't come in Elia's birthday, which is August 10th. I kind of don't want them to share birthdays. I want them to have their own special day. But it's up to God, not up to me, you know. So whenever the baby's ready and God decides to give her to me, then obviously I'll be ready. I'm actually not even ready right now. I don't have a chair. Well, I have Elia's chair, so I guess I do have a chair, but I don't have one specifically for her. And it's mainly because with this pregnancy, I was completely healthy. Well, I am most of the time healthy. But there's just been a lot of trials in our lives, you know, especially my husband's life. And we've been really trying to cope and deal with a lot of feelings. So the pregnancy kind of, our main focus was to make sure that our daughter was healthy or is healthy, that I am healthy, and that was it. We hadn't really thought about, or we were not thinking about, you know, prepping for her. I remember at 30 weeks with Elias, we had pretty much everything, or if not everything, I had everything for him. But with her, it's just, we kind of like waited last minute. And right now, we are actually hopefully having a baby shower soon. So, you know, that's when we will see what else we need. But for the most part, if her room is ready right now, we are using a lot of, what is it, hand downs from Elias. Uh-oh, my phone is dying. So anyway, so we are using a lot of hand downs from Elias. So like his crib, some of his like blankets, a lot of shoes. Cause you know, shoes, like you can, it's for girls and boys or whatever. Like the color doesn't matter in a way. So it's a lot of hand downs. So we are kind of prepared for her, but at the same time we're not. We just need more girl stuff in a way, because I honestly do want to put bows on her. I've actually never been around baby girls, like newborn babies that are girls, because all of my brothers, well, all of my siblings are boys, so I only have brothers. And my cousins too, they're all boys. Most of them, I only have one girl cousin, and I wasn't around her as much to, what's it called, to know how to take care of a newborn baby girl. I have a mess in my dining table. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it like this and we'll see what my husband says about it. It's funny because, like I said, like Elias' belly was more round and this one is more like a peak. And as you guys can see, like I went all the way up here, which is the same as Elias, but this one just looks like it dropped already. So I wonder if it actually dropped. So let me show you guys the mess. This is how my belly ended up. I am wearing leggings, so I'm gonna wash that. This is where the belly's at. As you guys can see, it got really dirty on the table and the water, and basically it's a dirty station. So expect to make a mess, okay? But hopefully you have somebody that will help you clean up. Maybe your mom, your boyfriend, or whatever. Or if you're a single mom, look, I did it myself. Although I'm not single. I'm not a single mom. So yeah, so that's the belly cast. We kind of talked about third trimester recap, I guess. But soon this baby will be out of my belly and in my arms. So maybe next video I make will be introducing my baby, or a labor and delivery video, which I don't know if I will make yet, because you know, with COVID and stuff, it's only like me and another person in the room, so I'm pretty sure my husband is not gonna want to record, or we're just gonna be too busy or focused on getting the baby out. But anyways, I hope you guys kind of like this video. I know I talk a lot, but if you want to do a belly cast, totally recommend it. Get it from Amazon. And I hope you guys enjoy the experience, and you can look back at your big old belly or little belly, whatever belly you have. Anyways, guys, see you next time. Bye.